hoping the next day or two he can get back in there. But he should be available off the bench tonight too in a big spot. So definitely improved from last night. Back feels a little bit better. He's been getting treatment on it all afternoon and improved.
What did you guys consider making a move to get a third catcher in temporarily?
Well, I think we were waiting to see what he was like today. You know, if it went backwards, I think that was definitely a possibility. But because you don't want to be, definitely that's one position you can't be short. And so we were hoping that when we felt like it was probably going to improve by this afternoon, and it has.
We spoke with Grayson in the clubhouse. He said he threw for the first time today. He seems to be optimistic about his outlook. Does that make you optimistic for his outlook? I know these things can be strange when it comes to a muscle strain.
Yeah, I'm hoping for the best. I think you never know as guys go through their throwing progression, and hopefully doesn't have any setbacks. We don't have that much time left, so there's. But we're staying optimistic with it. We feel good about where he is right now. With hopefully there's no setbacks.
Is it challenging when you have three players who, maybe even more, a couple players that you're hoping are back mid to late September, and so I'm sure they want to get back and they might want to rush to get back, but you also don't want them to skip steps in the process, or you don't want them to maybe speed up that process, and then when they come back they're not ready. How do you balance those two things?
Well, I think our medical team does a great job with that, and they lay out it's very important, and they keep us involved in the process of where these guys are at, and kind of project what September and August, what September looks like in their schedules, and then we make adjustments from there. But I'm not really worried about that, because I think our guys they communicate really well, and we're always looking out for the player and what the right thing to do is for the player, and I think that they're gonna. Yeah, I'm just hoping none of these guys have setbacks, honestly, and I think that if they don't, then hopefully we'll be adding them in September at some point.
Did Webb also throw today or not yet?
Yes, he did throw today. I haven't heard it. I think he just threw.
Holiday with 4 hits last night. If you could put your finger on one thing, what's the biggest difference between him now and before?
I think he's just way more comfortable. He just looks a lot less jumpy in the box. It's not landing as heavy on his front side where he's kind of jumping at the baseball. He's just more under control. I think they widen him out a little bit in his setup, so he's just a little bit more centered and just more confident. That's all. I mean, he just needed to go play a little bit, and he looks better defensively too. For me, he's playing much better defensively and more comfortable around the bag.
Freddie, what's your take on Ramon Arias' dependability for the team this year in a variety of roles at a variety of times?
Yeah, the last few years, what he's done. Ramon's the same guy every single day, whether he's playing, whether he's not playing, whether he hasn't played in 3 or 4 days, or whether he's playing or he's been in the lineup. He comes to the park super consistent. He's always ready. Makes his defense important. Gives you the best AB he's got. And he's got sneaky power where he can hit the ball out to center field in the opposite field, and loves to be out there. So he had a huge night last night for us, and it's important right now. Anything we can add at the bottom of the order, we can wrap that thing around to the top of the order with what him and McCann did last night. That's huge. So Ramon's always been a super steady player for us.